Far in the northern Arctic, where the sky glowed with soft colors and the snow stretched as far as the eye could see, lived an old polar bear named Aput. His thick white fur blended with the ice around him, and his paws were wide and strong, perfect for crossing frozen seas. Aput spent most evenings walking slowly along the edges of the ice, watching the water move beneath the cracks. One evening, a young Arctic hare named Lunta peeked out from behind a snow mound. She had seen Aput stand at the same icy ridge each night. Curious, she approached him carefully. The wind was gentle, and long streaks of pink light spread across the sky. Lunta asked Aput why he watched the water so closely. Aput sat down beside her and invited her to look out over the frozen sea. He told her that polar bears were marine mammals who depended on sea ice for much of their lives. They needed strong ice to rest, to travel long distances, and to hunt seals. He explained that seals used breathing holes in the ice, and polar bears relied on those icy platforms to wait patiently for their next meal. Aput placed a large paw on the cold surface. He told Lunta that the Arctic ice had once formed early in winter and stayed solid through the bright spring months. But now the ice melted sooner each summer and returned later each winter. Wide sheets of ice that once stretched far across the sea had begun to break apart. Some bears were forced to swim longer distances between ice patches, which made them tired and weakened their chances of finding food. Lunta looked out across the shimmering water. Small pieces of ice drifted slowly, creating ripples where the sea met the sky. She asked Aput if other animals noticed the change. Aput nodded and pointed toward distant cliffs where seabirds circled. He explained that the entire Arctic depended on cold seasons, steady ice, and healthy oceans. When the ice changed, everything else changed with it. Aput told her that scientists around the world were watching polar bears closely. They used tracking collars, cameras, and field studies to understand how the bears were adapting to the shifting ice. Conservation groups protected important coastline habitats and worked with communities to reduce the effects of climate change. Aput explained that the International Union for Conservation of Nature listed his species as vulnerable, meaning the future of polar bears depended on the actions people took to protect the Arctic. The hare lowered her head thoughtfully. She asked if the ice would ever return to what it once was. Aput looked up at the evening sky as pale green lights began to ripple across it. He said that no one could be certain, but many people were working hard to protect cold places like the Arctic. As the lights danced above them, Aput rose and began walking across a pale ridge of ice. Lunta followed closely behind, leaving gentle tracks in the snow. The old bear told her that even the smallest voices could help by teaching others about the Arctic and why it mattered. Together, they walked into the quiet night, moving between glowing ice sheets and drifting snow, carrying the story of the polar bear forward.